Welcome to the show! I'm Harhaze, your favorite volcano, and today, this video I'm bringing to you right now is actually a window to the current chapter in my life, how I've felt and how I've been doing. And also the fact that it is a project for my oral communication class. This topic is quite sensitive for me and explains why I have been gone for a while, so I hope you guys can bear with me in this one. Also, stay till the end if you want to know about some announcements. Hey, Har! Hiya. Hey, I have a question. Hmm? How have you been? Like, personally? Academically? Huh? All of those, to be honest. Mainly, I'm concerned about the pandemic, impacting all of us. So, how have you been? Well, my mother didn't really have a job beforehand, and we were living off of our boarder's rent. Oh, so you guys were able to stay afloat? Kinda. Our borders are suffering the impact of the pandemic because of all the job layoffs and all, and because of that, rent money isn't sometimes being paid and we have to extend for them because it is quite hard during these times. Oh, so you guys are also experiencing financial struggles? Sort of. I actually had to get a job of sorts. Oh, what job? Well, taking art commissions and used to stream. Oh, wait, like it actually worked. Like both of those, art and streaming. Yeah, I actually earned a good amount of 20K with Twitch and Send commissions. Wow, that's great! And where did you spend this money? My mother loaned over 10K plus for family funds and car repairs because we actually needed that for travel. Gas money and commute money is definitely very expensive. The other 10K was for this very cool screen tablet I now own and intend to use for my future. That is awesome, but also a very huge amount of loan from, for a daughter, for someone your age. I'm aware of that, but funding for my family really goes first, especially with a shortage a bit in food and some supplies that we might need in the future, so there's that. So you were technically a breadwinner? No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't call myself a breadwinner with such an unstable amount of income. I just served as a savings account for my household. But despite that, I still had to stop my art and streams as well. What? Wait, why? Well, I wasn't really comfortable with streaming, and my gear is currently not the best for it. It doesn't make streaming fun at all. I crash every 15 minutes, technical difficulties, games not being enjoyable, etc. I was supposed to save up for better upgrades for the PC, but family. I also felt somewhat of a fraud since I was so new to the streaming sphere that even my friend that wasn't a streamer or a VTuber knew way more about me. And later on, I wasn't even able to learn more about others or had the will to socialize who engage in that sphere. But what about the art? You have to be continuing with art. Why did you let it go? Well, I wasn't happy with it. I had to overcome some insecurities first. I actually let doubts get the better of me. I was thinking that I wasn't marketable or good enough to be part of that sphere again. And it's always been like that for decades, especially in the time now. Like, who really has much money to get assets, buy art, when we have so many things to actually be concerned about? And that is like tuition fees and all the different items, food, miscellaneous that we all need. I will admit, when I was at my peak, I could have handled both of those factors together, and I discovered lots of new friends that expanded my outlook on that sphere and basically even paving opportunities for me to become better at that. I was actually supporting people I admired, and even they knew me. I stopped all of that because I'm trying to study better and had to handle my own demons. This online education has been kind of tough, stealing time and all, taking all away my energy after art or streaming. And then there comes my negative outlook that goes towards cowardice and laziness to move forward. Well, well, that just sucks, like a lot. Maybe it is, but maybe soon it also won't. What do you mean? What do you mean by soon? The pandemic really did take a toll on me, and so did my anxiety and insecurity, but I got around to opening my commissions again. I really was. Of course, it wasn't going to be as continuous as before since I ghosted everyone, but I want to give it a shot again. I don't want to be insecure and not have savings for my finances and my family. That's wonderful! At the very least, it is open. True, and you know what's the best part? Go on. I may actually go back to streaming. Just art and maybe small games soon. Okay, amazing, but didn't you say that you had to stop because you also wanted to study better? It is. And it still quite is. I'm losing a bit of motivation, but I really do want to give it another go. I want to have the same energy I had balancing three things at the same time and still being good at it. I just want to be happy without my personal doubts getting to me again. There were people that believed in these factors of my life. My teachers and classmates supported me, my family appreciates my efforts to gain some savings, and of course, my online friends that loved what I did online and even supported me offline. Well, I'm looking out for you. I wholeheartedly want to see this form of you again. I miss you. We're gonna get back on it. Well, here's to a new year. Happy 2020. If you are still here after this drama, thank you. I wrote this in a rush. I don't want this to be seen as some sort of pity party, but rather this serves as my self-motivation that I really wanted to share with everyone as well, just so because I can be vulnerable online. And also the fact that I'm not always a hyper chaotic volcano. I'm an ambivert for a reason. This whole thing could have been written better, but with my time frame, I wasn't sure if I would make it on time because I'm making it as a damn animatic. So there was that. I wasn't about to just make a feature film, but just enough to make myself cry and hear these words and say it to myself all over again. And now that it's gonna be on the internet, I'm going to be accountable for it. So, anyway, shameless promotion because it is my video and I ghosted everyone and now I want to tell everyone what I've been working on. I've opened commissions, just like what I said earlier. I have new rates for my commissions and I hope they are a bit more reasonable now. And I am moving forward to create better art. I'm sorry. I'll try to be a bit more consistent with my posting. Here's some of my samples on screen, as well as the rates, and feel free to visit my Instagram or Twitter for more samples, maybe even my card site. You'd want to visit that as well, so you can find more on my socials. Also, apparently, an art friend of mine said to make the emojis higher since it will be used commercially, but for now I am comfortable with this list because I am still working on my emotes a bit messily and I'm still improving on that, and until then, I think I'm fine with the rest of these prices. Anyways, thank you guys so much for staying by my drama and being with your volcano. I hope none of you guys don't dread to see me again after I ghosted everyone, but for now, this is where we'll have to end. This is your volcano logging out. Bye bye!